Hi, I'm Robert Scott and I'm with Tim Hayes. He's the Senior Geographic Systems Specialist here at the San Jose, Santa Clara Regional Wastewater Facility. And he's going to tell us about their GIS system. Tim, what is GIS?
A GIS is essentially a database with a map on top of it, essentially. It allows you to tell and identify what is where, what's when, and how it's all connected together.
Okay. The GIS, is that an acronym or something?
Yes, the GIS stands for Geographic Information System.
Okay.
It's widely used across the utilities industry.
Okay. So why did you guys develop this tool?
Well, about 8 or 9 years ago, we were faced with a situation where we had a lot of people retiring, a lot of veterans reached that magic number, and they were going to retire and take all their knowledge with them. So we decided that our plant leadership decided that we need a system in place so we can capture this knowledge before it's gone forever. So one of those systems was building a GIS.
Okay. All right. So how have you guys used it?
Well, the GIS was initially used to capture the knowledge of the veteran staff who are retiring. That knowledge has included essentially stuff that was never documented in our plant, like what pipe is what, are these pumps still in use, even such basic information as that. As we progressed with capturing the knowledge of those people, it came up that, well, you know what, with these people leaving, we're going to lose knowledge about what's buried where in our facility. Our facility is 5 square miles of property. We've got 42 miles of roads. We have approximately 300 to 400 miles of buried utilities just on our plant property itself that are owned by us. So making sure that we document where all those buried utilities are located is extremely important. So it came about that, well, with the GIS would be a great idea. It would be a great idea to use the GIS for that.
Okay. All right, you told us about a few benefits that you've gained. Any other benefits in your use of it that you can think of that it's helped you with?
Well, one benefit is that the ease of access to information that our operations and maintenance staff have has really been a game changer here. Before, when they needed to find a pipe or find a valve or figure out what a pipe did or what a valve did, this goes beyond just digging a hole and marking out what's where and finding out what's buried where. This is in addition to the buried utilities. They would have to go and spend hours piling through drawings, you know, because we're a 50-year-old plant. We've got hundreds, if not thousands, of drawings, and each drawing tells a small piece because it's based on a project in a certain location. So a piece here, then a piece here, then a piece here. So hours spent trying to piece together these drawings. It's like a puzzle. You've got a million pieces in a puzzle, and you've got to spend hours trying to put those pieces together. Using the GIS, you don't have to do that. That's already been done. That information is all captured in the GIS. So now you go open up your internet browser and you click on the map and boom, an interactive map pops open, similar to Google Earth or Google Maps, but much more complex. And you can click on a pipe and get the information you need. An operator and a maintenance person require different information than, say, for example, an engineer. An operations maintenance person, they basically want to see, you know, for example, what's the material of the pipe? Where is it? If I close this valve, what is going to be affected in the rest of the plant? So they can do that now, really fast, in a matter of minutes, for most systems.
So do all your staff in those areas that you mentioned have access, or is it still selective on who gets access?
Everyone has access inside of our facility to the what we call the web maps.
Okay.
Yes, and that data is all stored locally. It's not on the cloud. We chose to store it locally and not use the cloud because of security concerns.
Okay. All right. Any suggestions you have for anyone who's interested in using GIS, or as you said, many use it already, but in revamping it, or anything that you guys learned along the way you'd like to share?
Yes. Every utility my guess is at least 90% of utilities across the country use GIS. Only probably less than 1% use GIS for inside plant.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So there's many challenges that are associated with that, as I mentioned earlier. But you have to have commitment. Building a GIS for inside of a treatment plant is extremely challenging. You cannot have a consultant do the work, he's finished, or they're finished with it, and they walk away and your hands are washed from it. The GIS, like a treatment plant, I like to say, is like a human body.
Okay.
It's always changing.
Okay.
Okay? It's growing, this piece is switched out, this has changed, that's changed. You've got to have commitment over the long term to nurturing the GIS.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Second thing is, you've got to maintain the highest standards of quality of your data.
Okay.
If you do not have, and this comes out with having staff who are committed and dedicated to it, I would highly recommend against having an intern do it. Don't have an operator or someone on light duty do the work. You need to have qualified, committed staff who take ownership of what they are doing and their data. Taking ownership is very important because that allows you, that's the pathway to making sure that you maintain the highest standards of quality. And also, customer service. Customer service is absolutely critical. Building a GIS inside of a plant is so unique, relatively speaking, and a lot of the staff are not very familiar with it.
Okay.
Once the benefits come out and they get familiar with it, they really like it. They totally buy into it.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to take a customer service approach. Customers would, for us, our customers are operations, maintenance, electricians, instrumentation staff,
Mm-hmm.
our engineers, our environmental staff, and our leadership in our plant.
Okay.
They are our customers. We are a customer service organization.
Okay. So who monitors it? Who does the customer service thing? Who makes sure it's high quality and all those types of things? Who does that here?
Right. We've got a team, a dedicated team of 3 GIS staff. We've got myself, the Senior Geographic System Specialist.
Okay.
We've got 2 Geographic System Specialists too. So our team of 3, we're the ones who maintain the GIS data. We're the ones who actually go out and do the utility locating and field verification
Okay.
with our other tools and technologies that we use in addition to the GIS. We're the ones who work and interact directly with our customers.
So do you do the locates for inside and outside?
Yes, inside of our plant. For our situation, we do locates inside of our plant and also on the public right-of-way,
Okay.
where we have utilities crossing.
Okay.
Now, what's interesting is the law, state law says that inside plant utility locating is exempt. You don't have to do it.
Oh.
So you only have to do it in the public right-of-way. In a nutshell, that's what the law means.
Okay.
So what we do it as a courtesy.
Okay.
And it's also for safety reasons.
Okay.
We were never doing this before. We started this program like 6-7 years ago for the locating part. So it goes along hand in hand with the GIS. The GIS is the core of this program.
Okay.
Without the GIS, we wouldn't be able to do what we do and be
Okay.
as successfully.
Okay. Well, being that you have so many stakeholders, how do you handle changes, or when someone spots something that's a contradiction or something's not in the right place? How is that handled?
Well, we had 2 strategies when we first started the program. And again, it really depends on the culture of your plant. Every treatment plant has a different culture inside of it. It's up to each person. I mean, if a program like this is developed, you kind of have to figure out what kind of culture you have to figure out what kind of approach you're going to take.
Okay.
We decided we had 2 options. Go for the formal approach where they submit a form online or they submit a piece of paper. Oh, you need this changed or that changed. Okay, and they put it in our inbox. Or we could do the informal approach. The informal approach is they come to us if they have a problem. We're driving our utility van around the plant, or we're riding our bikes because we ride our bicycles too. And they'll flag us down and say, hey Tim, or hey so-and-so, you know what, we found this valve over here, you don't have it in GIS, or this duct bank over here is not in your GIS. Can you guys make sure you put it in, or so, and so on. Or they can come by our offices, or they can email us, or they can call us on the radio, or call us on the phone.
Okay.
There's many ways. But above all, our goal is to get close to our customers.
Okay.
That's how we are successful, is through our customers.
Okay.
And we found for the culture inside of our plant, the informal approach is the best.
Okay. Well, it's good that you guys are accessible and available, and that they, they see you and they can flag you down and stuff. So I think that's great. All right. There you have it. This is the GIS system here at San Jose, Santa Clara Regional Wastewater Facility. I'm with Tim Hayes, and we invite you to check out their system.